And that's the same pattern that I see on the big stage with people like Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk, to me, built his brand on selective morality. He talked about faith, about protecting values, about the sanctity of life. But at the same time, he mocked empathy as weakness. He treated compassion as if it were toxic. He branded empathy as a danger to Christianity, teaching young conservatives that compassion destabilizes the church. That's not theology. That's programming cruelty into faith. He turned spiritual warfare into a brainwashing tool, teaching people to see the world as binary. Good versus evil, right versus left, Christian versus non-Christian, heaven versus hell. The problem with that is that, Christianity historically has preached that Jesus was a radical empath. His entire message was compassion. Yet the people who shout his name the loudest today can't find empathy unless the tragedy touches them personally. That's not empathy. That's self-preservation. Which is fine, but can we just please call it what it actually is? So when Charlie Kirk was killed, the right kind of expected the left to celebrate. They wanted to catch us dancing on his grave because that would justify their narrative of persecution. But that didn't actually happen. Instead, most of us said the same exact thing we've been saying for years. Violence is tragic. Shootings are tragic. The cycle is destroying us. And the irony here is brutal. We've been screaming this for years, begging for gun reform, begging for compassion, and we've been ignored. But every time the violence touches their own, conservatives are shocked, horrified, as if it could only ever happen to someone else. And then they expect us to join their outrage, not at the root cause, but at an imaginary enemy they've blamed. But I will say, here's something I didn't really expect to feel. I've actually never been more united with Christians than I am right now. Like I said, I'm an atheist, but in this moment, so many of us, believers and non-believers, are saying the same thing. Violence is tragic. Life is sacred. These shootings tear communities apart, no matter who the target is. No one wins here. And I think that unity really matters because it proves empathy isn't partisan and it isn't weakness. It's a human baseline. But the sad part is that it sometimes takes tragedy on your doorstep for some people to see it. And the hopeful part is that this is a chance to reclaim what Christianity should have been all along: radical compassion, justice, mercy. And if Christians want to clean their image, if they want people to see the faith as something more than cruelty wrapped in politics, then this is the time. This is the chance. Not by circling the wagons and demonizing the radical left, but by showing the world that their faith